Blake Lively is getting desperate in new legal filings along with her hair care line. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore. We got some big updates for you regarding the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni case. Also, before I get to these filings, we have a live stream today at 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. with a bunch of special guests. It's going to be a charity stream for Ellsrich's school in Africa, help the kids out there. We have a lot of guest stars that are going to be there, so I hope you will join us. Mark your calendar. Stay tuned. I'll put a link near the end of this, 3:30 here on Popcorn Planet. So hit the subscribe, hit the bell, and join us live today for a hangout and a good cause to save the kid pools. It's going to be good. All right. Well, new updates coming in regarding Blake, a new legal filing, as well as, let's start with the most pathetic part of it. This hair care line, Blake Brown Beauty. Buy one, get a second for only 50% off, guys. Now, look, I know I'm sort of promoting this deal. She's probably hoping, but I promoted in that it looks like you're doing okay business-wise, Blake. You're having good deals. Look at these videos you're posting out to show how amazing the hair is with this ASMR video of it's a lot of shampoo. Do you ladies use that much shampoo and conditioner hair? With sizing bottles the size that small, you run through this stuff quick. But here she is showing off her hair. And anyway, all this Blake Brown product. I don't even know how much I buy it. I don't even mind. She has nice hair. I don't know how much I buy that. My top secret hair product. His is her top secret. Anyway, the point is she's now advertising and has all these people showing off her Blake Brown hair care products where she talks about, that's a anyway, 7 years I've spent on this hair care line that apparently was destroyed by Justin. Nice try, Blake. Yet again, more proof that she seems to be thriving, or at least is putting out the, the look that she's thriving, and even offering good deals. Now's your chance to buy some Blake Brown. Now, one could argue she's got a lot of leftover product since she couldn't sell it out when all the bad press came out, which was her doing, not Justin's. But again, a sign of desperation in her hair care line, but also a sign that, yeah, business is there. She's selling, and judging by these images, a lot of people are using it and showing how great it is. So which is it, Blake? She always wants to have it both ways. I can't figure it out. Now, going to the filings, Blake has just responded to the Jed Wallace dismissal. Now, Jed Wallace, we didn't get to report on this back in the 19th because so many filings have been come out. This one got lost in the shuffle. But Jed Wallace of Street Marketing is the infamous guy who can do all the untraceable acts, even though we have no proof of that. But the untraceable guy, yeah, Jed Wallace. It's important that I start here because we didn't put this before, but this is a sworn affidavit declaring, which as he does, who he is, where he's from Texas, and specifically gets into that he didn't do anything wrong. Like, and under penalty of law, I never published directly or indirectly any information or content, negative or otherwise, regarding Lively. I've never met or interacted with Lively. I do not have a digital army in Los Angeles, New York, or anywhere else. I do not have work with or direct team in Hawaii. I have understanding of what a social combat or social manipulation plan could be, but that is not a service I provided related to It Ends With Us, Wayfair, Justin, etc. I do not specialize in executing confidential and untraceable campaigns across these various social media platforms, TikTok, etc. He goes in to basically say, look, I have nothing to do with it. My earliest involvement with Justin and Wayfair was in August 2024. I, the only employee of Street, engaged in a limited role. But again, also makes it clear that all of his roles with Melissa Nathan. That's who he engaged with. And so he goes on and he explains the job. He was contacted by Melissa about Justin, about potential stories or social media attacks on him. My job was to read, analyze, and assess all forms of media and trends taking place with respects to various issues. Now, did he respond to some? Who knows? Maybe when he was engaging with certain and not engaging with others. But again, no proof that he did anything that they allege. Even all the things that Blake's now going to go through and show, there's been zero proof that Jed actually did these things. Now, sure, they said what he did is untraceable, but they also could have just been talking a good game. They might have actually revealed themselves that, yeah, we could do all this crazy, crazy stuff. But then ultimately they didn't and didn't have to and couldn't in the first place. You got to actually still show that he did it, not just that he's says he can do it, because those are two separate things. But he goes in this affidavit and just very clearly says, he had nothing to do with it, nothing with the production. Limited work to Justin concluded in November. It was my role on social media was merely passive observation and analysis of the social media environment as it pertained to It Ends With Us. Lively alleges that I participated in a conspiracy to commit tortious conduct or unlawful acts. I did not. If that conspiracy even exists, which I doubt, I have no knowledge of it because I was not involved. I had no desire and have no desire to torch Lively or her reputation, nor did I act on any imagined desire with anybody. It's wild. And so as he puts all this out there, it's very clear, what was actually happening. It's very clear as he expresses, was to work genuinely with respect in all forms of media. Specifically the events with Baldoni, my limited job was to conduct analysis of the media. In doing so, I reviewed all forms of media, analyzed the sentiment of the coverage, and then provided updates. Most times, my feedback took the form of informal comments that I made to Miss Nathan, who I understood to be in California. They're arguing about where this is going to happen. After passively observing the social media environment, I saw an organic outpouring of support for Justin Baldoni and the film. This observation led to my comment, "We are crushing it" on Reddit. My feeling based on what I saw was that no actions needed to be taken at that time and that everyone should let the sentiment on social media unfold organically. In addition, observing that most people on social organically supported Mr. Baldoni, there appeared to be a dislike for Miss Lively based on her tone-deaf promotion of the film. Therefore, my advice was not to do anything at that time and let the sentiment on social media continue to unfold organically. That's key, because now in the new filings from Blake, she's out there alleging, no. You were involved. You had to be involved. You were the hired gun who executes untraceable campaigns on social media, boasting about his clandestine abilities. When facts available to Miss Lively, sorry, I just got hiccups, already show that Mr. Wallace and Street joined and actively participated in the conspiracy to bury Miss Lively and destroy her reputation. They keep just repeating the same old buzzwords that, sure, don't sound great. I've never denied that. It doesn't sound great, but I need to see proof that they actually did it. Just because they alluded to it in some out of context text that you keep displaying everywhere doesn't mean that's what they actually did. Text messages, including Mr. Wallace, confirm that the parties knowingly joined a conspiracy designed to harm Miss Lively. There's a shift on social due largely to Jed and his team's efforts to shift the narrative towards shining a spotlight on Blake and Lie. Again, what does that mean? Because again, I'm not going to deny it is odd that Jed did nothing. Like it's odd to me. Like I don't necessarily believe that he did nothing. But I think he's very careful in how he says it. He never says anything negative. He wasn't out there to attack Blake. Does that mean he was out there posting positive stories about Justin? Could he still have done that? Yes. Would that be a retaliation campaign against Blake? No. He's allowed to protect himself, especially as we learn more and more that you and Leslie Sloan and your whole side was out there in August. Even Ryan Reynolds in his own revelations, we learned he was telling WME agents in July, before any of this was even happening, that Justin was an actual predator. So the hypocrisy shows no bounds. Ryan and Blake, who want to say Ryan's not involved, but is out there defaming Justin by labeling him that to WME executives and anyone else clearly who will listen. But now she's so hung up and this is the conspiracy. No, there was no conspiracy. There wasn't a conspiracy. I genuinely don't believe there was conspiracy. Nothing in this document helps or confirms anything. All of this will, most importantly, be untraceable. Now, again, is that just what they say? Is the reality that Nathan and all these people promise a big game, but then actually don't really do it? Because I'm guessing that happens more often than they want to admit. The reality still is, Blake, you have to prove they did this. And if it is untraceable and they did it, well, you're kind of out of luck. Just because they said they can do something doesn't mean they did it. That doesn't mean they did this retaliation campaign. You got to actually prove it. And while she says it's all this evidence and everything else, it's still, we can bury it's just repeating the same thing. We can't write it down that we can destroy them. But what did they do? You keep acting like you have this proof. You have proof that they said they could. That's what you have proof of. Meanwhile, we have proof of your husband out there totally defaming and doing it to Justin. So by that logic, are you telling me he can't defend himself from something he disagrees with? that you're out there peddling to destroy him, to keep him from his own movie premiere, putting him in the basement. This whole thing is insane. And again, it shows how desperate Blake Lively truly is, and the hypocrisy here. I read this whole thing, and we're going to go through more of it probably through our live stream later, so stay tuned. We'll all talk about the hypocrisy here, along with this clear, desperate attempt to get her brand back in, but also acknowledging, yeah, her brand's, I guess, working, which isn't. She wants to have her cake and eat it too. She wants to say she was, harassed, but then she can go and grab her co-star's junk, improvise. Like, this woman is the biggest hypocrite I've reported since Amber Heard. Ironically, what do you guys think? I want to hear your thoughts. And are you excited to join our live? Make sure you don't miss our live. Hit that subscribe, hit the bell for alerts so you get notified. Then smash that thumbs up as well. Leave your comments. And yes, join us for our live stream. I'll put the links down there. I'll get them ready. Join us for our live stream. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll go through updates as well as have a bunch of guest stars you're not going to miss. So stay tuned. Join us live today at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll put the links there. Thank you guys so much for watching. We got a lot more coming your way.